Hi guys, so welcome back to our math tutorial. Now this time, let's discuss about how to simplify rational algebraic expression. To simplify a rational algebraic expression, the only thing that we need to do here is to remove their common factors. And to do that, we just need to make sure that all of the polynomials there is already written in a standard form. Now, I have here four examples of rational algebraic expression. Let's try to get the simplified form of each of these examples. Now, let's go ahead and try example number one. So for example number one, we have negative 52 x squared y fourth over 39 x raised to y raised to the power of 5. Now, if we are dealing with binomials, we just need to make it in order. The first thing that we need to simplify is the numerical coefficient followed by variable x and variable y to make it in order. Okay? But you can actually depend where you want to do that. Okay. Now first let's go ahead and try to get the GCF of the 52 and 39. So the GCF of 52 and 39, both of them are multiples of 13. So if we can divide this by 13, 13 divided by 52 divided by 13 is 4. And 39 divided by 13 is 3. Followed by, we have x squared divided by x. So x squared divided by x in the quotient rule, if we have a same basis, we just need to subtract the exponent. If we subtract the exponent, so x minus 2 minus 1, this will become x, and this will become 1. Next, let's go ahead and try variable y. So we have y raised to the power of 4, then we divided by y raised to the power of 5. The same process, we just need to subtract the exponent. That's 5 minus 4 minus 5 is 1. So this will become 1. And followed by 5, this will become y. And the next step that you need to do is to write all of the remaining terms in your rational expression. So we have here negative 4x times 1. So there's no need for us to write 1 all over 3y. And that will be your final answer. Now, let's try example number 2. For example number 2, we have 12x plus 3x squared all over x squared plus 6x plus 8. Just like what I told you earlier, the first thing that we need to do for us to remove all of their common factors, we need to make sure that our polynomial, both numerator and denominator, is written in its factored form. Now, we have 12x plus 3x squared here. As you can remember, the term that has a highest degree must come first. So there's a need for us to rewrite our polynomial here. First, we need to rearrange this. So we have x squared plus 12x. So there's a need for us to rearrange our polynomial to make sure that it's already written in a formal way, followed by x squared plus 6x plus 8. Now, the next step that we need to do is to factor. As you can observe, they are common in terms of numerical coefficient, which is 3. And also, we just need to get the GCF. Just need to get the GCF. They're also common in terms of x, and their GCF will be x. Then the next step that we need to do is to get the remaining factor by just simply dividing the original polynomial to your GCF. 3x squared divided by 3x, that will become x. 12x divided by 3x, that will become 4. And all over. Now, we just need to get the factor of x squared plus 6x plus 8. The factor of that will become, what are the two numbers whose product is 8 and the sum is 6, which is x plus 4. Then we have x plus 3. Now, after ensuring that all of the terms is already written in a factored form, that's the time we need to cancel all of their common terms. Now, as you can observe, the common terms here is we have x plus 4 and we also have x plus 4 here. And as you can observe, there are no longer common terms. Then all you have to do now is to rewrite whatever left in your rational expression. In our numerator, we only have 3x all over. The remain here is x plus 3. And that will be your final answer. Now, let's go ahead and try example number 3. For example number 3, we have x squared minus 9 all over 3x. Now, the only thing that we can factor here is the numerator, since the denominator is already in its simplified form, so we just need to get the factor of x squared minus 9. X squared minus 9 is an example of a difference of 2 squared. Now, how can you say if it's an example of difference of 2 squared? Your first term and second term must be a perfect square. The square root of x squared is x. The square root of 9 is 3. So, therefore, the numerator is an example of a difference of 2 squares. It means that the factor of this is simply the square root of first term, square root of the last term, then different sign. Okay? So we have two binomials here. Both of them are different. So we can have positive here and this comes to become negative. The square root of x squared is x. So we can have the first x. Square root of 9 is 3. That's how you factor a difference of 2 squared. Bring down x plus 3. Now, the next step here is to same. We cancel their common factors. We have x plus 3 here, and we also have x plus 3. And to write it off, our final answer will be the remaining terms here is x minus 3 all over 1, or this will become x minus 3 only. And that will be your final answer. Now, let's go ahead and try example. Let's go ahead and try example number 4. We have x squared minus 3x minus 4 all over x squared plus 5x plus 4. Same process. We just need to make sure that all of them is written in its factored form. Now, what are the two numbers whose product is negative 4? And the sum is negative 3. Those factors are x minus 4, then x plus 1. If you multiply this will become negative 4. Negative 4 plus 1 will give you negative 3. So that's the correct factor for that. Next, same process. What are the two numbers whose product is 4 and the sum is 5? Those numbers are positive 4 and positive 1. Okay. And the next step here is to cancel out their common factors. The common factors here are x plus 1 and x plus 1. As you can observe, there are no more common factors. Then we just need to write the final answer of our rational expression, which is x minus 4 all over x plus 4. And that's it. That's how you simplify rational algebraic expression. Again, the only thing that we need to do here is to cancel out their common factors by just making sure that we can get their GCF as well as our polynomials is written in its factored form. Okay, I guess that's all for this lesson, and I'll see you to the next one.